Hello, thank you for joining me for this month's Sweet of the Month video. My name is Tracy Held. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Melbourne in Australia. Our Sweet of the Month this month is Gingerbread and Peppermint, and I've decided to set myself a little challenge. I'm living in Melbourne. We now have the dubious honour of being in the longest lockdown in the world, so we can only dream about getting away. Now, if I was getting away, and I wanted to take some crafting with me, and maybe I don't feel like taking a whole heap of stamps and inks and cleaners and things, I wanted to have something that I could do where I maybe need a little bit of preparation before I go, because this isn't a Stampin' Up! Kit, so I could get all my die cutting done before I left and then just assemble when I got there. So what I've gone with from the suite is the Memories and More kits and cards and the pillow box dies. For my first project, we're going to make this little box, which is adapting the pillow box dies into a box. It is a fairly decent size, so just to show you, I've got a lint ball. We may have had a few more, but they may all be eaten. And if I drop it in, I could probably fit maybe 6 balls if they were lying on their side like that. If I was going to stack them standing up, I could maybe fit 3 across. So it is a reasonable size. You could give this away as a present or have them on your Christmas table as decorations. Now, I haven't used the DSP from the suite either. What looks like DSP here is from the Memories and More card kit as well. Here's the card kit. It comes with little cards, these kind of like cookie coolers, and your bigger cards, which I'm using on the box. Let's get started. So I've cut out 2 of my pillow boxes using the pillow box die. For this one, I used that cutout to decorate the top of it. I decided to do it a little bit different this time, so I've used that one, which gives you that sort of edging at the top over there. Your little flowers are just peeping out. And I've cut out 2 of my flowers. The set of dies comes with 2 of the little flowers and 2 of the bigger size flowers. I went with the smaller ones over here. And we've got a piece of cardstock. This cardstock measures 18.4 centimeters by 14 centimeters, which is 7 1/4 by 5 1/2 inches. You can get 2 of the box bases out of 1 sheet of cardstock. You're not going to get 2 of the pillow dies out of 1 sheet, so you're going to have some scraps left over for that. Now, on my holiday, I'm either going to need to take my stamping trimmer with me, or I can do all my scoring before I leave. Let's bring in my stamping trimmer. Make sure that you've got your cutting blade out of the way. And we're going to score this on all 4 sides at 5.1 centimeters or 2 inches. Fold along those score lines. Now I'm going to cut all 4 tabs. And we're going to cut them off at an angle to reduce the bulk. relatively simple box design, but it's effective. Then I'm going to put glue on the tabs. Be careful not to go too close to the edges because you don't want it to squish out, but if you're going close to the edge, exactly like I did there, just make sure that you're not going too heavy-handed with the glue. And we're just going to fold those tabs in and align the sides. And I can just set that aside to give the glue time to dry. Now what we're going to do on this one is bring in my cutter again. I'm going to cut off those bottom legs of the pillar box. I'm going to put that bottom edge along the top edge of my trimmer here. And we're cutting that off. And we'll do the same with the second one. And I'm going to cut off that bulge on each one. So be careful as you cut here, go slowly because you're just going up to the edge. And the die already has the score line in it over there where I'm going to fold that down to form the base of my box. I've taken one of my Memories and More cards, one of those, cut it in half that way. That's 4 inches or 10 centimeters, so we're cutting it at 5 centimeters or 2 inches. And I'm then running that through my die again. It's slightly smaller than that piece, but that's fine. So I'm positioning it along that bottom edge, and then we're running it through so we've got that little bit at the top. And I've done that on both of those pieces. This is now going to go onto my die here. You can see which piece goes where. That bit's a bit longer because it hasn't got the bit that's coming in, so that's going up to the top. And we're positioning it that it's along the bottom, along that fold line. Now we're going to stick those two bottom pieces together. Now we're going to stick the box in. I'm putting glue along the bottom. Now, this box is fractionally narrower than the base here. So if you're working in centimeters, you could adjust that by about 2 millimeters. So instead of cutting at 14 centimeters, cut at 14.2 centimeters. It's too hard to get that tiny little bit in inches. So what you want to do is just when you're sticking this down, just watch that you're sticking it in the middle, that you've got that tiny little bit of space on each side so that you don't have an obvious gap once you join it up. I'm going to stick that down, and then we're sticking the sides in, so it doesn't need to glue all the way down. We're just grabbing that. And there's our box assembled. Now, to decorate it, I've cut some strips here using the strip from the Scallop Contours dies. What I was thinking though, and we'll just need to see whether it's going to be wide enough, is you could use these little strips that come with the Memories and More pack. They would probably just be wide enough. The only problem with using them is that if you want to make lots of these little boxes, you know, if it's for a table decoration, then you're not going to have enough of those strips. I'm going to go with my die cut strips, and we're going to stick those along there. I've cut the length of the strip. It is longer than what we need, but I would rather cut it too long because I can cut it off rather than cut it too short and then I have a problem. And I'm putting another strip on the back. And I've just realized that I stuck that one with the scallops going down. I've stuck this one with the scallops going up, but that's okay. It doesn't matter, whichever way you prefer. Now I'm taking the sentiment from my Memories and More pack. You could use the Merriest Christmas, but I just think that if we're going to put chocolates in here, then Your Friendship Makes the Season Sweeter is a nice sentiment to go with that. Peel that off. Got my two little flowers that I cut. Just going light-handed. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back. And our final touch, we're going to put some of the red rhinestone basic jewels into the center of the flowers. Oh, that did not stay stuck very well. Because, of course, we have to have some sparkle. And there are our two little boxes using the different prints from those Memories and More card pack. I hope that you like this project. Go and make lots of them. I'm sure your friends will love getting a little box filled with chocolates, or as I said, gorgeous table decorations for your Christmas table filled with yummy treats. If you like my video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and you'll be informed every time I put up a new video. You can watch my second Sweet of the Month video, or we'll catch you next month for the next sweet. Until then, happy crafting. Bye.